Well, good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is Sunday, June 16th, and it is Father's Day. So we'll have a little chat about that today, maybe, and we'll see what else is going to go on here. No notes today, so this is going to be pure rambling for the Sunday afternoon fireside chat. No fire on. Although I did have a fire on yesterday afternoon. It was a little chilly and damp, so I put a small fire on to kind of warm the garage up. Not too bad today, so look at that nice blue sky there. Sunshine, blue sky. But it's a little bit windy. So we'll have a look at the weather here now. And we are at 16 degrees Celsius, 62 Fahrenheit, and the wind is northwest at 17 miles an hour. So it's kind of breezy, but it's kind of not, I guess. So anyway, so yeah, look at the forecast for this upcoming week. Sun, 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 a bit of cloud maybe, but mostly sunny. Temperatures getting up there, 2 days with 30 degrees Celsius. It's going to be a good week, I hope, to work on the trailer. I got a lot of work to do to the trailer. I still got more wood to take out, and oh yes, I get the braces cleaned up and get the grinder and grind off the screws that are left in the braces that are there. And what else do we got to do? Well, once we clean up the tracks too, where the wood sets into, then we got to put in I got some undercoat there, and I'll use a brush and brush in a bunch of undercoat in those places and on top of the braces. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to get for angle iron and go get that somewhere. And what else do I got to do? Son is going to try and figure out what wood to get. He's better at that than I. I just have to figure out to take, I guess, a measurement of the width of the trailer, and pretty well the length is going to be 10 feet from the front to the trailer to the dovetail, and then the back pieces of wood are 2 feet, so that's pretty easy to figure out. Even I could do that. So but he's going to measure the width, so figure out what's the best way to go that route. So some of those pieces that were in that trailer were not all the same size. They all looked like they were the same size, but they were not. Some were a little bit wider than others, even though they looked the same, but they were off by a quarter or so inches. Some were 7.5, some were 7.25. So anyway, we can't go by that. We'd have to do our own measuring and get that done. Neighbor is out cutting his grass. He's got a John Deere tractor there. And oh, it's some nice day. There's not a cloud in the sky, I don't think, from what I can see here. No, not a cloud. Now I got to remember when I tip this up, it may fall out, so I got to hold on to it. Look at that, this nice blue sky. And I'm standing over the grass, so if it falls out, maybe it won't break. Anyway, So, yeah, we got to get back to the trailer this coming week. That's a nice week of weather. And if I can get myself motivated and get right on that, I could get 3 or 4 days of work on that. Of course, back to the grass cutting probably on Thursday and Friday. But anyway, that's got to be done too, I guess. And I'd like to get some wood cut. Still on that program too. I got to get the wood cut. I got to get this done. I got to get that done. I got to get the other thing done. And someday I got to work on that. I don't know if any of you know, but it quit on me the other day, and that's not good. Not good, because those solid state ignitions are known to just kind of all of a sudden stop. And then that's what happens. But I still got to check the wiring. I could have a chafed wire that's shorting the thing out. In other words, like shutting off the key. But I know this happened before because this is the original solid state ignition that was in that tractor. And lucky me, I had a spare engine that was no good, but had a good electronic ignition in it. So that's what's in there now. So, and now that one is giving trouble, I'm pretty sure. And 50-year-old parts, so I guess that's just the way it is. And not available. You cannot buy that part. You can buy that part if you've got deep, deep pockets. In some cases, I've seen on eBay, that part went for $700 US money. So that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, I'm not gonna get at that tractor for a while yet because I have lots of other things to do. And like I say, the wood to cut. I got to get the trailer fixed because, as my son was here this morning and we were talking, it seems that everything we seem to kind of try and do, we need the trailer for. So this tractor here, a case tractor, the 224 here, has got to go to his place to split wood. And the wood that's over there has got to come here so I can fill up my wood stash. And so that's the way it is. That trailer is very handy and gets used, a fair amount. So we got to get it done. So hopefully this week coming up, I'm going to have a good week at that. And that's that, I guess. So like I say, this is a rambling video because I don't have any notes of any kind, of any sort. So if you find that I'm rambling, well, that's just the way it is today. What else is there? The Massey Ferguson 16 that we use at my son's place to cut the grass is working very well. Usually I shouldn't say that because then something happens. Anyway, no, it's a good old tractor, that one. It cuts the grass good, and so far so good with it. So I was thinking this morning, a lot of these tractors now, I'm not even using them half the time, or more than half the time. They might only get started every now and again. So I thought, and I know I never would, but I thought about selling that orange one there. But I've got to get the tractor outside, the Ford with the cab. I got to get it inside. I don't like leaving it outside, and I had to put it out for a certain thing I was doing, and now I never did get it back in here. So I've got to do some shuffling here, maybe this week, and see if I can get that tractor inside. I know this little black trailer that's in here, it can go back outside. So that's going to happen. And then I'm going to try maybe put the tractor with the engine mounted up there over beside the John Deere here. And that would be where the Ford from outside could sit, because that's where it normally sits all the time. And then this one, it doesn't go anywhere. It's still got the snowblower on it. And anyway, I don't know about it. But. And then the little Lassie 7, that's the one I use to cut the grass, so it has to kind of sit out there. And like I say, this one should be going to my son's place, but no trailer yet, so that's what's going to do there's going to be some shuffling here to do that. Anyway, what else is there? I might have said this, I guess, but I had the fire on yesterday. It was a little bit damp and cool, so I just had a small fire on. That's all I needed. And what else is there? Well, I'm running out of stuff to say, I guess, so there you go. I'll give you a little peek up in that corner there. Look at that. Oh, so, I know there's a fellow that will notice that. What else? Oh, the wife got her car, the air conditioning fixed in the car. Well, not necessarily fixed, but my son took it into his work at Ford and recharged the system. So there must be a leak somewhere, but he kind of took a quick look yesterday and couldn't find the leak, but he does have it filled up, so the air conditioning is now working again in the wife's car. My old truck is a 2005 Ranger Ford, and the air conditioning in it works, and it's never been recharged. So of course there I go saying that, so I'll have trouble with that this coming week. So I'll get up and walk around here and see if I can see anything to talk about. It could be a shorter chat today. Yeah, I don't like leaving that outside. The sun is hard on the fiberglass and on the windows, the plastic windows. I have that rag over that orange light up there to kind of keep that from. That just goes all faded when it gets sitting out in the sun. It goes kind of clear instead of orange. So yeah, I'd like to get that. Oh, I need a battery for that too. Every time I move it to cut the grass, it won't start. And then I've charged the battery and it's sitting outside there like that, and within a week or two it won't start. So the battery is kaput, I would say. Okay, so what else has we got here? I'm going to say that's about it. Oh, I'm going to be doing some house painting. I got a fella coming to. Maybe he might be here next week. I don't know. The white parts, you can't see it from here, but underneath the eaves there, he's going to do that. And I'll go outside here again, I guess. He's going to do up here too. He's going to do that up there. He's going to scrape that and do that white part. So that anything that's above the line where the gray ends up, that's white, he's going to do. Up in underneath there. Same thing on the house. So, and then I'm going to, with all the other things I gotta do, I'm gonna try and do some painting on the gray. And I might buy an electric spray gun. I don't know if it'll spray house paint or not, but I'll have to figure that out. When I had the big compressor here, air compressor here years ago, I sprayed all this place and the house with the spray gun, like what you would use to spray a car with. I just had to thin the paint a little bit with some water, and I made the nozzle just a wee little bit bigger, and it worked great. But I don't have that air system anymore, so I think I'll see if I can buy one of those electric, like a brand name one, like a Wagner or something like that. I do have air here, but you'd never be able to do it with that. The compressor that we had here was my son's, and it went from the edge of that blue curtain down to the edge of this green ladder, and it was a monster. It's over at my son's place, and it was a great rig. That it came out of the Fair Isle Ford shop when they had it in there, and then they did. What did they do? I think they had trouble with it, and then they upgraded the shop and built a new building, and my son ended up with the air compressor. We did have to do some work to it, but it was a great old air compressor. You could use 2 undercoating guns, and she'd never run out of air for sure. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can do some of that, along with all the other things I gotta do. I gotta get things done. Running out of time here already. Here it is, the middle of June, and running out of time to get stuff done. My son is even worse than I am. He's got a million things to do, and he's got family members after him to do this for them, and do that for them, and do the other thing for them. And he's got cars of his own to do, and he's getting overwhelmed with too many things to do too, I guess. So anyway, that's the way it goes, I guess. So what doesn't get done this year will get done next year, I suppose. I was hoping to paint my trailer this year, but I might as well forget that. I just get the wood in it and get the fenders fixed, and that'll be it for this year. Maybe paint next year. Yeah, lots to do. Lots to do. So anyway, I guess we're going to kind of try and cut her off at that, I suppose. There's that corner again. Yeah. And there's all the stickers. No stickers to put up this week. Like I say, that seems to have kind of stopped off or dropped off or whatever. So no more stickers yet anyway, so. And I haven't sent any out either, so. Anyway, that's the way that goes. So there's all the nice stickers, and there's Grampy's workshop there. Grampy is looking after Nanny, that's for sure, after her surgery. And there's Murphy Mowers, and Lynn's keeping busy, and Garden Tractor Boy, Boda Bob, Mr. Gary at GBL, and Kenny at Open Air Adventure, and Dave at RCAF Polar Express. Now Dave was starting to insulate his basement there on this video this morning, and didn't see anything from maintenance with Mike, and Lewis Mowers and Boats. I haven't seen anything there either, I guess, maybe. retired for life. He's still busy doing things, and Rick and Donita are still doing their wood. It's hot down there, I guess, so they're not at that as much either. And this fella here, he's always complaining about how much stuff he's got to do. Never gets it done, I guess. So, and then we have Rick at Twin Brook Acres, and Craig at Everyday Projects, and Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. Oh yes, sir. He had the number 5 on his restoration of his 67? No, 57. Gravely. Looking good. Nice paint job on it. And outdoors in the 608 has a video there this morning. I didn't get to watch that yet, so I'll get to do that. And we have Tucker and I outdoors, out and about. Ross on the land. Cod Raven. Yeah, what's Brian doing? Oh yeah, the Lou with the View is what he was at today. He was building that, or whenever it was, I don't know, but the video was out today, I guess. Big Sons, he's still cutting grass. Allen Family Firewood are back at their wood business. Log Father, he had a short there this morning on this micro forestry rig. That's a nice setup, that. John Deere tractor, 25 horsepower, compact tractor. I don't think it's a subcompact tractor, but I think it's a compact. And he has one of those log trailers with the hydraulic arm on it with the grapple. Yeah, it's a slick rig, that. And we have Darrell Wells, different stuff, and Father and Son Outdoors, the Bradleys and Catbird Hill, Club Dora, Larry Cluck. And there we go. There's our stickers for this week. All right, we're going to end her there, I guess, and have a great Father's Day, all you fathers. And I just came back a little while ago from visiting my father at where he's buried. Anyway, he's been gone now 29 years this past May. Oh, it makes you wonder where the time goes. And I met up with another fellow that I know. He was at his father's gravestone, so I had a chat with him. Not too far away from where my father was buried. So, anyhow, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And hopefully everybody's going to have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Goodbye now.